buddy. What's going on? One of the shooters shouted, man, get her. She ain't blind. I ain't never seen nobody use a chihuahua for a seeing eye dog. You know how we prepare for invited guests, but uninvited guests get on my nerves. My friend came to my house uninvited. I tried to offer him what I have. I was like, would you like a glass of water? He gonna tell me, no, I'll take a bottle of water. I was like, yo ass must got $1, because you going to the corner store for that. I tried to offer him cheese and crackers. Do you know what this fool asked me? You don't have a surf and turf? Do you people know what a surf and turf is? That's lobster and steak. The last time Uber had lobster or steak, the government was taking care of my ass. I was receiving food stamps. And I remember when I applied for food stamps, they gave me this big fat sister for a caseworker. When I saw her, I got so excited. I said, sister, you're going to hook your people up, right? You're going to take care of your people. The first thing she told me was, I ain't your people, and you don't even have any people, because if you did, they would feed your black ass. I'm back in college. Give it up for me. I'm lucky these days that you can go to college without a high school diploma. But I don't know if I'm become part of the community. I'm walking around campus, people coming up to me asking, what's your GPA? What's your GPA? I'm like, what the fuck is a GPA? I'm here to get my GED. And when I got the GED, I started taking college courses, American literature. The professor mentioned Thoreau, Emerson, Hawthorne, and Dickinson. I was so happy when she mentioned Frederick Douglass' name. I raised up my hand. I said, I know him. He built my elementary school. We have some teachers in the audience. Teachers, what do you think about that No Child Left Behind Act? I work for the Board of Education, and some of them badass kids need to be left behind the nearest detention center. I know, because I was attacked on a job by a 6-year-old sumo kindergarten. This 180-pound child picked me up, slammed me down, sat on top of me, stuck his thumb in his mouth and started crying, I want my mama. I was like, my mama dead, but I want her too. Help! I got like 10 teachers surrounding me because they know this food medication has not kicked in yet. They like, Uber, you okay? Security is on its way. Only thing I knew, I woke up, my feet were strapped, my hands were loose. I said, where he at? I am not going back. Please. I am so sick of the N-word. I'm tired of the N-word. Never. My family keep telling me, oh. My family keep telling me, Uber, you better get a 9 to 5 because you will never be a great comedian. My brother like, you will never get a husband because don't no man want no bald-headed wife. And when I was a little girl, my uncle used to tell me every day, Uber, you will never know which one of those 6 dicks is your daddy. And you know how you go to school and the kids give you a nickname? My nickname was Baby Chi-Chi, tell it to your daddy, Darth Vader. I ran all the way home from school. I said, Mama, I know who my daddy is. He was Darth Vader. She said, yes, Uber, he was very dark. I said, no, Mama, not dark, dark. She said, Uber, you was conceived on Halloween night. And at that party, it was 6 men in Darth Vader costumes. Mama! They have a lot of parades in the city. They got the Mermaid Parade. That's for all you freaks out there in Coney Island. They have the Dominican Parade, the Puerto Rican Parade. I was at the Puerto Rican Parade. Puerto Ricans all over 5th Avenue with T-shirts that read 100% Puerto Rican and proud, PR all the way. Jennifer Lopez had her big fat ass on 5th Avenue. You couldn't even see Mark Anthony. Every time he would try to wave, she would turn around and he would get lost in that big fat ass. I have been conned out of all my money by the biggest con artist in the city, and his name is Edison. I got this month con Edison bill. I had to call the company because I just thought it was too goddamn high. I said, I was out of town for a month. How my bill $200? They're going to tell me if they can't read your meter, they build you with an estimate or actual billing process. I told them if I ever see Edison, I'm going to estimate how far my foot would fit up his ass, and then I'll actually leave it there. On the way here tonight, I stopped in Times Square. There's a white man standing in the middle of Times Square wearing a cowboy hat, playing a guitar only in his underwear. On the ass part of his drawers, he got the words "naked cowboy" painted in red. Now, we all know if a black man was standing in the middle of Times Square only in his underwear, the cops would lock his ass up. Not because he black, for packing a 357. You know, I'm a comic, and some days I wake up stupid. I do stupid shit all day. I just like being stupid. I walked in this building, I said, the chocolate monkey has entered the building. This guy gonna come up to me and say, that is not how a monkey walk, that's how a gorilla walk. I told him it was a goddamn shame when a monkey don't know she's actually a gorilla. Have a nice fucking day. I can be what I want. I'm a comic today. But you know, give it up for women, especially professional women motor drivers. I'm not gonna stand up here and say that women are better drivers than men. Women spend more time on the road distracted than men. I want to see a father drive his 5 children to 5 different places. At the end of the day, don't end up in a mental institution. Daddy, put on the DVD, put on the CD. Can we go to that McDonald's? Watch out for that fire truck. Now, women, the first thing we do when we strap these 5 children in the car, we tell them, I don't care how many golden arches you see, we are not going to the McDonald's. I don't care what you say. And we know not to put Johnny next to Frankie in the back because Frankie the baby would be out the window. They say he got ADD, we're going to ADD his ass up front with mama. You know, thank you very much. It's beautiful. Have a nice day.
Ooba, everybody!